The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
It's time for a crunch or two. It's time for a little something something. It's time for the Snack Authority. The Snack Authority. The authority on snacks. Snacks of all kinds. From the most common and wildly famous to the most obscure and unknown. The Snack Authority. Snacking all the time so you don't have to.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Snack Authority, broadcasting live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café. The Snack Authority is a weekly podcast where we dig into the history, taste, and flavor of local snacks, national favorites, and yes, even some bizarre international treats, alone or in head-to-head battles. I am Jess, and with me is my panel of experts. Hey, Pat.
Good afternoon, Jess.
Hi there, Ed.
Hi, I'm excited for today's snack.
I actually am too, and we have I have personally already done some advanced research. Yeah.
Whoa.
These are the Reese's peanut butter cups stuffed with Reese's Pieces. E.T.'s favorite
What?
treat. Yeah.
Are you serious?
I am not kidding. This is not something you have to make at home anymore by your lonesome when you're bored. Are
I never saw E.T.
you serious?
What?
Yeah, I mean, apparently he had to phone home or something. Was that the whole thing, or
That was most of it.
that was most of so I didn't miss much.
Well,
I still catch it from the middle and cry.
and following the Reese's.
And
Yeah.
didn't they ride bicycles in the sky?
There were a few bicycles.
Couple
I
of-
kid you
don't
not.
know.
I love this movie, and I still cry when I catch it mid-movie on TV. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
But-
not sure about all that.
supposedly it was going to be M&Ms, but M&Ms wouldn't let them have it.
What?
Boo for you, M&Ms, and yay for Reese's Pieces.
That seems crazy.
Well, there's a lot of craziness when you add an alien into the mix.
Yeah, so why don't I tell you about Reese's? We've covered it before, but I don't think Pat was here. And if he was, he wasn't paying attention.
Nope.
No.
So, do you know that the Reese's cups were created by H.B. Reese?
HB Reese.
So I guess it's really Reese's cups
Yep.
to rhyme with pieces, although you hear people saying Reese's Pieces or whatever they say.
That's really what I thought the name was for a very long time.
Yeah. But he's a former dairy farmer, and he was a shipping foreman for the Hershey Company.
Mm-hmm.
He left his job as a shipping foreman to start his own candy business.
Good for him.
In 1928, he established his company, the H.B. Reese Candy Company, in Hershey, because he lived there, because he used to work for Hershey's. He died in 1956 and passed along the company to his 6 sons.
Good for him.
In 1963, the Reese brothers merged with Hershey Chocolate Corporation. So it really was
Full
a
circle.
stock swap kind of merger. They weren't really purchased. And then by 1969, only 6 years after the merger, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups became the Hershey Company's top seller.
For good reason.
Yeah. Well, in 2012, Reese's was the best-selling candy brand in the United States with
believe it.
sales of $2.6 billion.
I gave them quite a bit of that.
But these rare delights were not introduced until 2016. So they're about 3 years old now.
It's a wonderful time to be alive.
Not these ones. These aren't 3.
No, these
I
are
just
fresh.
got these recently. So I'm going to eat one. I've never had them before.
I'm
Neither
going to
have
just
I.
watch. I will describe his face for you guys not watching and who can't see him.
All right.
Now, my quick question while
Is
we're
this a
all
one
trying-
bite size?
I was actually about to ask that. There's a debate. Do you stuff the whole Reese's peanut butter cup in your mouth or do you bite it? I bite it.
I'm gonna do that with the second one.
All right, fair
But
enough.
this time I want to see what's going on inside. But you can see some
magic.
orange poking through the bottom here.
Sneak preview.
Could be a pumpkin or it could be a Reese's piece.
I'm gonna vote on that one and bet money on that it's a Reese's piece. He looks pretty pleased. There's a nice big bite taken out of it. Oh yeah, that's a happy face.
Yeah, I made it a 2-bite thing, but the first bite got the bulk of it, I think.
It's hard to get an exact ratio on a circle. Yeah, they're delicious. So they are the Reese's peanut butter cup that you expect with a little crunch from the candy shell of the Reese's piece. Mm-hmm. So basically, it's the same thing. The same filling is in both, but it's a nice texture.
Right, and the Reese's cup is only so wide. It's not like they can put full pieces in there.
They could if they made a bigger cup.
Which they do make.
Yeah, these ones I think we're sampling are the snack size.
I think that's just because they're single serve.
Yeah.
These are very good. I think the ratio is still there. Sometimes with the other ones you get, like with the little ones in the foil wrap, the ratios are off. The big cups, the ratio is off.
Oh, yeah, the mini ones definitely has much higher chocolate ratio. I think it's a thicker shell on it. Mm-hmm. But these are remarkably delicious.
Yeah, these are a huge problem.
It's
Huge
not a
problem.
problem. There are only so many. We'll take care of the problem.
You don't understand. I know where I can get these. These are readily available, and they're delicious. But they also have the bars now. So they have the full bars of Hershey's chocolate with Reese's peanut butter, Reese's pieces in them.
Really? And is that whole Reese's pieces?
They have like little, they're not like the big ones. They look like minis.
Oh, yeah.
But I did eat it pretty quickly. It was more of a snack emergency than a snack experiment that time. Mm-hmm. I have to say I'm feeling pretty good about this. And I just tried yesterday, 2 days ago, the new peanut clusters. It's Reese's peanut butter with caramel and nuts, and it's like little bite-sized pieces on a tray. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Not as satisfying as this.
This is very good. Would you like to know how they market this? Because I have a commercial.
I would like that, and I'm going to shamefully grab a third.
Oh, boy.
Pieces or cups? Pieces or cups? Pieces or cups? Pieces in cups! Man, we're killing it over here, huh? Not sorry. Reese's.
They're not sorry
They're
about
not
doing
sorry,
this,
and
apparently.
they shouldn't be.
No
They
shame.
have some of the best commercials.
Yeah, it was hard to find one that was mostly words because a lot of them
Or just pictures.
of the interaction between the Reese's cup and the Reese's pieces, they'll be dancing around and then go flying in towards the light in the peanut butter cup. But
It's a beautiful thing.
that doesn't work well for pure audio.
No, it doesn't. But we could always give a dramatic explanation of it. if we
Well,
have to.
you know, while we're having a good time with these, Hershey's is being taken to court for their apparently misleading white Reese's packaging.
Go on.
You know there is a white Reese's cup. According to Fox News, white chocolate fans Curtis Winston and a so-called Jane Doe are not too pleased with the relatively new white Reese's cups.
Why?
What's the problem, you may ask?
That's what I'm asking.
All right, I'll tell you. Despite the name, white Reese's are not actually a white chocolate. Yeah, they're not a
So, what is it?
Well, Winston and Doe are officially suing the company over deceptive trade practices, negligent misrepresentation, breach of express and implied warranty, fraud, and unjust enrichment. Simply put, they believe Reese's misled consumers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as legit as that may sound in all that legalese,
I got some.
nowhere on the packaging does it actually say that the product is made with white chocolate. And on the Reese's website, these treats are officially named the White Cream Peanut Butter Cup.
So I see
There
no
you go.
case for them.
No case. But I got a case here.
Oh, lay it on me.
Reese's. And the key thing here is stuffed with pieces. I don't believe it's stuffed.
So
I
you,
find little crunches here and there, but it's not stuffed with crunches. I expected crunchy.
So we have a ratio issue.
Yeah.
It's always coming down to ratio.
well, ratios are so important in snacks. You know, I think people overlook the critical ratio equations.
I agree.
Right.
I think we should do a case study. Have another.
Yeah, did Jess eat them all yet?
Hey, 3.
sorry.
I've cut myself off at 3. you want another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these have some goodness
Oh, they are
packed
good.
into them.
They're good, but
Well, the second news story for this week is entitled, Does Everyone Have the Munchies?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Nielsen has reported that there has been a notable uptick in the consumption of the so-called munchies in states where marijuana is legal.
Okay.
Okay. Overall, salty snacks had sales of $29.9 billion in the U.S.
Okay.
And sweet snacks had sales of $6.5 billion. Now, I find that interesting that the
That's huge.
huge differential, almost 5x
5x.
in favor of the salty. But more tellingly, the category's compound annual growth have grown faster in U.S. states where recreational marijuana is legal.
I guess it makes sense. Or there's just so many different products that people are coming out with, because you said you just went to the snack trade show. There are thousands of different new treats to try.
Right.
And it's kind of exciting. Maybe
Yeah.
it's the Snack Authority just making people hungry.
Do you think that's it?
Yeah, it's always the Snack
I
Authority's
mean,
fault.
we got to account for something. I'm not sure what.
I could see maybe Hershey going in on the marijuana business now.
Oh, yeah.
If
Well-
that's the case,
Good for them. I hope they do.
I mean, your point is valid because snack sales overall are up.
Mm-hmm.
According to Nielsen, sales of salty snacks grew 7.2% in states with legal marijuana versus 6% in states that hadn't legalized. So you're talking a 1.2% or something.
I don't know. I'm thinking that more people are just, it's summertime right now. This is the time where you grab a bag of something, you go out and you do something. I'm not going to bring a full 5-course meal out into, by a river or going fishing or doing something. I'm going to bring junk food because that makes me happy.
Well, we want you to be happy, right, Pat?
definitely be happy. But same thing in the winter. Curl up in front of the TV, you're going to have that snack food.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe people are trending away from actual meals and are snacking more. Because, I feel a little bit less dirty if I demolish an entire bag of chips that have maybe the word sour cream on them
Right.
than I do when I eat a bunch of chocolate.
Right. And, I'm old. I can't consume as many calories as when I was a young buck. So sometimes what I'll do is just have ice cream for dinner. And that's it.
I
That
think
is
you deserve
dinner.
it.
Have you had it for breakfast?
Yes.
I probably have. All right. Are we going to rate this?
I got mine.
I got my answer.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is significantly better
Mm-hmm.
than I really expected it to be.
I'm happy.
Well, I'm not huge on Reese's in the first place.
Okay.
I think they're fine.
Yeah. Like,
But-
ooh, fine.
This little bit of texture, I don't know how much it does for the flavor. I think from the candy coating, you might get a little more sweetness through the peanut butter. But
Agreed.
I am going to give it a 92.
Wow. 92 for Ed.
I think they did a good job on this one. Usually the original is the best of things, but I
Usually.
like this better than the original one.
Yeah, like I'm not a fan of Reese's either. not so much. Not a
Surrounded by
fan,
crazy people.
but
Well, it's not what I would
Yeah.
go to,
right.
Pat.
I don't go to Reese's. But the thing is, when it said stuff, I was disappointed. It was
Oh,
not
it hurt your
stuff. I was hurt.
You wanted it
Terribly
to be
hurt.
like spilling out like stuffing from a turkey or
And
something.
like you said, it gives a little bit of sweetness in it. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to give it an 89.
Oh, Pat's disappointment is palpable.
All right, you guys are not nice. I gave it a 98 because it's delicious. It's a Reese's cup with a little bit of added texture. I don't mind that it doesn't have a ton extra in there because I like the flavor and the ratio still. I would rate the little ones with the foil significantly lower. Snack Authority gives it a 93 for a new product. I dig it.
Awesome.
Super awesome. So if you guys ever have an idea of a snack we should dig into, an idea of what to pair against each other, please let us know. Contact us at thesnackauthority@gmail.com. Please let your snack eating friends know about us. Subscribe to us. Give us a 5-star rating. We like it. Share us. This is The Snack Authority. For Ed, Pat, and myself, have a wonderful snacking week, guys.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.